Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now again, coming back into the Oura ring, when we take a look at this, obviously it's a ring, circular, really easy to wear, very uninhibiting, except when we're working out. The big thing that we want to know here is that it doesn't actually take live heart rate. It's very different than a lot of the other wearables that say they take live heart rate and are accurate to certain levels of degrees. But what it does really, really well is it pulls heart rate all the time and is able to create these estimates. Let me actually share the dashboard with you so we can actually take a look at what it measures across the board. So just similar to Whoop and some of the other wearables, they measure sleep, sleep quality by that matter, which is taking a look at, again, REM, deep, wake cycles and light sleep and break them down into phases. And then by taking a look at putting it into your latency, your restfulness, the efficiency of your sleep, and creating a sleep score at the end of the day. It also then takes a look at your activity, which is how long were you active? How long did you have an elevated heart rate? Like I said, it doesn't produce it for you live, but it is continually recording it and allowing us to know how our movement is actually coming and where our intensities lie outside of the norms. And then it gives us an overall readiness score, which is based, again, on an algorithm based upon sleep, your body temperature, resting heart rate, HRV, and really bringing some of these measures in that bring it into a really accurate number that's unique. And so I want to get into, hey, how accurate is this data? Again, how well can we trust it? And should we be using it to make decisions? So if we come and take a look, and we take a look at the EEG again. So remember, we have our friend, the Quantified Scientist. Again, check out his Instagram page as well as his YouTube page, really diving deep into this, using his EEG. So using it on his head along with the Oura ring and comparing these sleep stages. So if we take a look, again, real accurate, almost to 100% of when do we fall asleep and when do we wake up. And notice that the waves in terms of measuring the sleep stages are a little bit more accurate than what we saw with Whoop. And so what we can say and what we can conclude is that the sleep stages of REM, light, deep sleep, and wake cycles are more accurate with Oura, still not 100%, but they're more accurate in actually measuring the stages that we're getting into. They are a little light on the overall REM sleep. They're not getting the quality that we need there. So again, the numbers that you see from these wearable devices, use them with extreme caution. Don't be all worried if you're not getting the amount of REM or the amount of slow wave or the amount of deep sleep that you're hoping, or that you're spending too much time in a light sleep stage. Be more concerned with the quantity of sleep. It's a really great measure there, but use everything else as kind of like a real rough gauge and an outline. So if we take a look at HRV, which is truly what we want to know, is how effective is the measurement of HRV? And we take a look at this graph, we start to see that it is actually really close to this trend line. It was almost bang on. And compare the Oura HRV versus the Polar H10 HRV, which again is the gold standard because it's actually measuring the firing of that SA node. Now, in using this, it can give us real understanding and real solidarity in the fact that the information we get from it is quality and something that we should be utilizing. Now, when we look at this last informational page on heart rate, we can see again that at lower heart rates, so it was just measured at lower heart rates, not a higher interval base, that we actually are almost exactly on point. And so at higher intensities and at lower intensities, we are going to see a better, more quantifiable range that's acceptable based upon the Polar H10 and Oura ring comparison of heart rate. But also let's remember that the Oura ring does not show heart rate live. So it might be something, again, not something that we can use to actually measure intensities during, but something that gives us a good quality version using after. So with the Oura ring, really good for HRV measurement, extremely good for HRV measurement actually, is nice when we're wanting to just see our overarching and look of intensities of exercise because it's not going to show it to us live. And then from a sleep standpoint, it is more accurate than some of the other wearables out there, but still real high quality for quantity of sleep. But there's still some rough areas when it comes to quality.